Today's lesson will describe in more detail how voltaic cells work. Recall from yesterday that voltaic cells are made up of two half cells that are connected by a salt bridge and a wire that is attached to two electrodes. The electrodes, the anode and cathode, are part of separate half reactions. The reduction half reaction requires or gains electrons. These electrons would travel through a wire from the other half cell. Because the half reaction results in the formation of solid copper, the copper electrode will actually gain mass over time. When copper 2+ reacts, it leaves the region immediately surrounding the copper solid, lacking cations and having excess anions. Thus, the solution immediately surrounding the strip is negatively charged. The oxidation half reaction loses electrons. These electrons would travel through a wire to the other half cell. Because the half reaction uses up some solid zinc, the zinc electrode will lose mass over time. All cations from both half cells are attracted to the negative region created in the copper solid half cell. To maintain electrical neutrality, these ions in solution migrate through a salt bridge or a porous cup. Here is a diagram of the copper-zinc electrochemical cell. Notice how the copper electrode is sitting in a solution with copper ions, and the zinc electrode is sitting in a solution of zinc ions. This is an example that shows a different way that voltaic cells can be set up. One of the half cells is actually nested inside of the other half cell. There is not a salt bridge, but instead, the one solution is in a porous cup that allows ions to travel through it. Depending on the half reactions, voltaic cells may look very different. In this case, the half reaction on the right involves hydrogen gas. In this case, the gas is pushed into a tube and an inert electrode is used to conduct the electricity. Inert electrodes, like the one used with hydrogen gas, are used in situations where there is not a suitable metal that can be used as an electrode as part of the half reaction. These inert electrodes need to conduct electricity and they need to be unreactive. Carbon and platinum are the most common inert electrodes used, and they can be used as the anode or the cathode. In this example, acidic dichromate and copper are used to make a voltaic cell. The copper half cell can use copper metal as the electrode, but the acidic dichromate half reaction does not involve a solid conductor that can be used as an electrode. The solution here is to use an inert electrode. In this case, solid carbon is used. Why can't sodium metal be used in a standard cell? Sodium metal reacts spontaneously with water. The reaction is extremely exothermic. Pause this video right now, open up YouTube in a separate tab, and search sodium reaction with water. You won't be sorry. Standard cell notation is a shorthand that is used to summarize the important information about a voltaic cell. The anode is always written on the left, the electrolyte the anode is in is written next, then the electrolyte the cathode is in, and then the cathode. It is important to remember the order that these entities are written in standard cell notation. For the copper-zinc voltaic cell, solid zinc is written first because it is the anode. Then, after one line, the ion in the solution is written. The anode side is completed and is separated by a double line, which represents the barrier between the two half cells. After the porous barrier, the cathode components are written, starting with the ion and then the electrode. Please complete the October 17th quiz.